This question is from the topic binomial theorem or binomial expansions. This question has two parts. In the first part of this question, we have to expand 2 plus x whole to the power 6, and hence we have to find the first three terms in ascending powers of x. And by using the result of this first part, in the second part we have to find the coefficient of x squared from the expansion 2 plus x minus x squared whole to the power 6. So now let's start solving the math. Now for the expansion of 2 plus x whole to the power 6, we will use the binomial expansion theorem, which is given to the formula page along with this exam paper. So let me show you the formula here. Let we have terms a plus x whole to the power n. So its expansion would be a to the power n plus nc1 times a to the power n minus 1 times x plus nc2 a to the power n minus 2 times x squared, and so on, and somewhere in middle our r plus 1 term would be ncr a to the power n minus r times x to the power r plus, and so on, and our last term would be n x to the power n. So using this expansion we can write 2 plus x, let me erase this. Okay, our 2 plus x whole to the power 6 would be 2 to the power 6 plus 6c1 times 2 to the power 6 minus 1, that is 2 to the power 5 times x plus 6c2, and then 2 to the power 6 minus 2 is 4, so let me write 2 to the power 4 times x squared. We got our first three terms, we don't need any more terms. So let's simplify this line in the next line. So we can write 2 plus 6 whole to the power 6. 2 plus x whole to the power 6 is 64, as 2 to the power 6 is 64. 61 is 6, and 2 to the power 5 is 32. 6 times 32 is 192 times x. Then 62 is 15. 2 to the power 4 is 16. 15 times 6 is 240, and then x squared plus dot 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 dot. So we have solved the first part of our question. Now let's move on to the next part of this question. As I have told in the beginning that we have to find the coefficient of x squared term in the expansion of 2 plus x minus x whole to the power 6. Here we have encountered a different type of problem. Binomial theorem works with two terms, but here we have three terms. So how can we solve it? One of the easy ways to solve it is to factorize. Let's factorize 2 plus x minus x squared in two terms factor. So let me write 2 plus x minus x squared. It can be written as 2 plus 2x minus x squared. From the first two term, 2 is the common factor, so let's take 2 out, so we can write 2 times 1 plus x. And from the last two term, minus x is the common factor, so let's take it out, so we can write minus x times 1 plus x. So in the next line we can write 1 plus x times 2 minus x. So let me write by swapping them, 2 minus x times 1 plus x. So we got I have missed one pair in the second line, so let me write that thing. It should be yes, so it's written over there. So our 2 plus x minus x squared whole to the power 6 can be written as 2 minus 6 whole to the power 6 times 1 plus x whole to the power 6. So we have done the factorization. Now let's write the expansion of 2 minus x whole to the power 6 separately and 1 plus x whole to the power 6 separately. So at first 2 minus x whole to the power 6 can be written as 64 minus 192x plus 240x squared plus dot dot dot. We need only first three terms to get the x squared terms from the multiplication. Okay, then 1 plus x whole to the power 6 can be written as 1 to the power 6 plus 6c1 1 to the power 5 times x to the power 1, which is 1, which is x. So 62 times 1 to the power 4 times x squared plus dot 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 dot. So now we can say let's simplify this. 1 plus x whole to the power 6, it can be 1 plus 6x plus 62 is 15, so 15x squared. So now 2 plus x minus x squared whole to the power 6 can be written as inside the bracket, let's write the 64 minus 192x plus 240 x squared plus dot dot dot. Let's close the bracket, then let's open another bracket. Inside the bracket we have to write 1 plus 6x plus 15x squared. So let me write 15x squared plus dot dot dot, bracket close. Now let's investigate that which of the pair will give us or could give us which of the products can give us the x squared term. If one gets multiplied with the 240x squared, okay, like this product will give us 1x squared term, and if minus 192x gets multiplied with 6x, it will give us our second x squared term. And at last but not least, 64 gets multiplied with 15x squared, then it will give our third x squared term. So our x squared term would be 64 times 15x squared. So let me write 64 times 15x squared plus minus 192x times 6x plus 240x squared times 1. 64 times 15 is 960, so 960x squared, minus 192 and 6 is 1152, so minus 1152x squared plus 240x squared. And if we take the calculator, we will have 48x squared. So finally we can write the coefficient of x squared term in the expansion of 2 plus x minus x squared whole to the power 6 is 48. So we have solved our problem. Now let's move on to the next math.